Hello Sagittarius, thank you for joining me today. It's Sandra here from Wolf Moon Tarot. This reading is going to look at your energies, Sagittarius, between the 7th to the 13th of December or thereabouts. It could resonate for a few days beyond because of the fluidity of universal timing. I've done a pre-shuffle of your cards to get your energy into the card, Sagittarius, so we'll just do a final shuffle now of the Oracle of Visions to get a little bit of overall energies for your reading before we start. It is a general reading, Sagittarius, so it won't resonate with all of you, but it certainly will with some of you to a greater or a lesser degree. So okay. So first of all, we have number 27, and this talks about attraction, magnetism, and infatuation. You see the lady dressed in red, and one of the colours of red is about passion. She's holding a red rose, which symbolises love and romance, doesn't it? And passion also. We have the moths that are attracted to the light there, so they can't do any other than fly to the light. And the lady herself is within the trapped within the Venus flytrap. And of course, as we know with the Venus flytrap, the flies are attracted and go inside, and then they're caught. So so that's the first card out. We'll see where that's going. Now, and then we have the number 12, and this is about the wonder of creation, protection, destiny also. But you see it's like an embryo here. That is being looked after and nurtured, and sometimes for me this talks about something in its embryonic stage, something right at the very beginning, and perhaps something that needs nurturing and looking after, but we'll see. Let's see. So I'll just do a final shuffle of the Psychic Tarot. So we have the heart of your reading, or a situation, or your energy, or both, what you're thinking about, the root of the matter, or hidden influences, past influences, the future going forward, and then just something else the universe would like to say to you. And then we have the Authority card. This is a major arcana, and this is the Emperor in ordinary tarot, and of course the Emperor does represent authority and control. All right, it's very masculine energy, although it doesn't have to be gender specific. Sometimes it's about we have to adopt, no matter what gender we are, we may have to adopt an authoritative energy to do with something. But let's see where we're going. And then a final shuffle of the Wheel of the Year Tarot. And then at the bottom of this deck we have the Four of Pentacles, and this is when we keeping something, we're trying to hide something, keeping something close to our chest so others don't take it, if you like, or see it. You see the man in the woods, and he's got his bag of coins and treasure, or his belongings, whatever it is, but he's sort of hiding it. It looks like he's looking over his shoulder to see if anybody's seen him. Okay, so we'll see where this is going, shall we? Right, at the heart of your reading, we have the crown chakra and the Hermit. And the crown chakra, this is the energy centre at the top of your head, just underneath the top of your skull. And this is to do with connection to the universal energies, drawing down universal knowledge and understanding. So having that a good connection with higher energies. And this has come out right at the centre of your reading, Sagittarius. So I feel for many of you, this is about your spiritual connections. and you're, you know, they're quite strong, I feel. Universal connection's quite strong. And then the clarifier is the hermit. So the hermit shines his light. He goes out on his own, taking time out to find a new way to shine his light, to get a better understanding about something. To go within himself also, to get the answers, to understand. And in here he's looking at the letters on the rock to understand what this is saying. What is it that these letters are saying? So this is a clarifier for the crown chakra. So it's a good clarifier, because what this is saying is that at this time you are tapping in. You're taking time out to tap into universal energies, to draw them down, to get a better understanding, to get the answers, to get some answers to whatever it is that you're trying to find out, perhaps, or to get a better understanding about. All right. So that's at the heart of your reading, Sagittarius, for some of you. Now, what you're actually thinking about is about choices, movement choices and decisions. So this would be the Two of Wands in ordinary tarot, where a path separates into two. So this is deciding which archway to go through, which path to take, which direction to go in. Now, this is what you're thinking about. And the clarifier is the Ten of Chalices, and this is to do with family, lots of love within the family, looking after and caring and nurturing the family. There's all these cups are full. It's lots of love in this family, lots of love, care and attention in this family. But what you're thinking about is which direction to take now, what choice to make concerning a family situation. Which is why you're tapping into universal energy, spiritual energy, to try and get a better understanding, find a way forward. And at the root of the matter, the hidden influence is about something about mentally moving on. So this is from the mental part of the deck. This would be the swords, in the swords energy within the minor arcana in tarot. But mentally moving on, moving out, coming out from the dark where you can't see very well, or where things have not been working well for you, and moving towards the light. So either you or somebody around you, so mentally moving on. For some of you, it may be, you know, mentally, emotionally and physically moving on, perhaps. And then the clarifier, it's the swords energy again. It's the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is about logic, using logic, losing your logic, your mind over your heart. So being clear, having clarity of communication. The Queen of Swords, in the purest sense, she doesn't suffer fools gladly. She only will go with what is just and right and fair. And that's what she expects, and she will cut away anything or anybody that isn't of those energies. So that's in the purest sense. You can see she's in the cold. She's got the snow and ice around her, and she's got her sword at the ready. But what this is saying is, you know, this is somebody, yourself or somebody around you, mentally moving on, heading towards the light. And not allowing emotions to distract, you know, using logic and using the mind, thinking things through clearly, with clarity, and possibly communicating that, because the swords are also about communication. Now, the past energies, in the past, this is standing your ground, defending yourself, and temperance. And of course, your card in the tarot is the temperance energy. So you've come out here you are, and I feel this is you in the past, standing your ground about something, defending your position. I mean, it is from the spiritual part of the deck, but it doesn't have to just be about spirituality. But I say that because we've already had the crown chakra, haven't we, and the hermit at the centre of your reading, which is about the universal spiritual connections. So, but in the past anyway, you've stood your ground about something, you know, something massive that's come in, that's been threatening, if you like, but you've stood your ground, you've been very brave, and you're standing up to whatever this is that came in. You know, that sort of blocked the light, really, that eclipsed everything else around you. And here you are, trying to achieve balance, tipping the water from one, very carefully, from one cup to another. So looking after a situation, nurturing a situation, bringing healing as much as you can to a situation, having patience, bringing moderation and tolerance, and all those sorts of energies, but healing also. So here you are, but you've had to stand your ground and defend either yourself or the family, because I'm very aware that's what you're thinking about, against something like, it's almost like a monster asteroid coming in, and you've stood your ground and you stood up to it. All right, so this is the past influence. This is why, you know, you've had to tune in. Go deep, dig deep to get answers. And remember, the root of it was about mentally moving on and clarity, and not allowing the heart to direct or dictate the order of things. And certainly you're thinking about having to make decisions concerning something to do with the family. Now, going forward, again, we've got... so this is the number 5. So number 5 is bringing challenges and change. And we've got the Emperor again. We've already had the authority, the Emperor energy of authority, and we've got the Emperor energy here again going forward. Now, the financial and material change, this is about a sense of lack, feeling a sense of lack, feeling not having enough, having lost or losing something. It's that sort of energy. It's the energy of your glass being half empty rather than half full. Not having enough. That sort of feeling, if you like. That sort of energy. And the clarifier is the Emperor. Again, as we talked already, the Emperor energy. This is about having power, control, authority over situations. Something being very strong and powerful. The Emperor energy, the Emperors are above all the kings in the tarot, or above all the kings and queens in the tarot. So it's a very strong, powerful energy, universally strong and powerful energy. So I feel that this may be saying that this is something you've got to adopt. Sagittarius, you've got to adopt more of the Emperor energy because of, going forward, because of financial and material changes, having a sense, a feeling of not having enough, losing, having lost something becoming scarce, if you like. But, holding on to your centre. And not giving way. And we've already had in the past that you didn't give way, did you? You stood your ground. All right, so, okay. Just bear with me a minute. Okay. Now, what the universe would like to say to you is, going forward, I feel that there's going to be a lot of victory and success. This is from the spiritual part of the deck again, and it doesn't have to be just about spirituality, as I've already mentioned, but it is mindful about that, because there is lots of spiritual energies coming through in this reading. But this is about victory and success, you know, blowing your trumpet, being at the top of the mountain, the sun shining, beautiful sun orb and aura here. So the universe wants to say to you, there is going to be victory and success. And the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Chalices. Now, although you are a fire sign, one's energy, Sagittarius, we all have the different elements within us that come to the fore at different times. So you know, you're not just about fire and wands. And I feel here you are as the Queen of Cups, with your cup of love, bringing your love to this situation, your empathy and compassion to this situation that's going to be very, very successful. You're going to be very successful in this situation doing that. And I feel bringing your energy to the family situation as you go forward. You're going to go forward very successfully. I'm going to ask for some more information about financial and material changes, because I'm very drawn to, we had the Four of Pentacles, didn't we? Which is about trying to hold on to what you have, feeling you're going to lose it, if you like, or have it taken. So could we have some more information about the financial and material changes and the Emperor, please? Some more information about the financial and material changes and the Emperor energy. So financial and material changes, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And this is when something's not quite the right time. The lady here is ready to give birth, but not quite ready. She's testing the apple, but it's not quite ready for harvesting. So she's got to wait a little bit longer. So just, this is saying that going forward, there is just waiting a little bit longer to harvest that which you are nurturing, if you like, and looking after. So you know, this energy of financial and material change is a sense of lack and loss. It's not going to last. It's just going to be for a little while before you're able to then you know, pick the apple and the lady giving birth to something new. All right. And I'm very drawn back to this card, which was about creation, protection, you know, the wonder of creation, destiny and protection, and something in its nuclear. All right, waiting, waiting to be born, if you like. And then the Emperor, we've got Judgment. And the Judgment card comes in, it's a universal energy, and it's when we have to look to the past, look to what lessons we've learned from the past before we rise up anew, ready to be reborn, if you like. So I think it is learning from the past and adopting this energy. There's going to be a need going forward, as you are rising up again in some area. Don't, you know, learn the lessons from the past before going forward, and I feel it's about a needing to adopt more of the authoritative, being in control energy. And coming back to this one, having said all that, I feel, looking at the rest of this reading, I feel there's something that's going to be, you're going to be attracted to, something that catches you in the spotlight, catches you, you know, you keep flying back to it like the moth flying to the light. So I don't think this is about, looking at the rest of the reading, I don't think this is anything to do with relationships or anything like that, or third party situations or passion, anything like that. It's nothing to do with that. I think this is more to do with not repeating lessons, things that have not served you in the past, and that's why you've got to adopt more of a controlling energy. Don't allow your tender heart, all right, don't allow that to keep going back to the light. Don't be ruled by your heart. Yes, you've got a big heart, Sagittarius. For many of you, you've got a big heart. You're very central to family situation and very successful. But it can be all too easy then to repeat the mistakes from the past, particularly if we get drawn in. We're getting drawn into a situation that is not going to serve us. Okay. So you have a new opportunity now to start afresh, a new opportunity. So yeah, perhaps time to move on from this. Keep going back to the light, keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Remember, it's a general reading, Sagittarius, so this is just for some of you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm just going to get, could we have 2 more messages, please, for Sagittarius at this time? Have 2 more messages, please, for Sagittarius at this time, to round this reading up. 2 more messages, please. Valiant courage. So take action with passion, and I would add with compassion. All right. So I feel this is what this is saying. You know, have authority. You know, take control. Have courage. You've shown you've got great courage, Sagittarius. So valiant courage. So as you go forward and as you're taking more control, you will do it with passion, but I feel you will do it with compassion as well. You'll know how to go forward. And you're going to overcome obstacles. You can overcome anything, Sagittarius. So no matter what obstacles are put in your way, all right, you have the means to remove them. You'll be able to overcome them, whatever they are. You know, in life, you know, as life meanders and we turning corners and going up hills and down hills, metaphorically speaking, we do have obstacles to overcome, don't we? We can be sailing along and then the wind drops and, you know, we're meandering aimlessly, and it's about finding a way to put the sail up again, to go forward in the direction, to take control and go forward in the direction we want to go. I'm going to leave it there, Sagittarius, for whoever this reading is for. I hope it's been supportive for you and that it's given you some clarity and options going forward, and some support. So good luck going forward, Sagittarius. I hope you can join me again in the future. Bye bye for now.